Hey everyone, I wanted to record this video to show you how you can use Mailerlite to create a really simple landing page and start collecting emails for your newsletter. So this is a great option for you if you have a new business idea or if you have been selling on local markets, for example, you want to take things online, but you're not quite ready to build your own website on WordPress or somewhere else yet. So I recommend that you sign up for Mailerlite. They're free up to 1,000 subscribers. They have really good customer care. They allow for lots of growth. You can automate a ton of things. You can integrate it with other stuff that you might want to use in the future, and you can segment so your subscribers. So I think it's a really good package, and like I said, it's free up to 1,000 subscribers. I've tried lots of different newsletter providers, and for the past 2 years, I've really found that they're the best option for me. And the reason I really recommend that you start building your newsletter list right from the beginning is that it is, in a way, a more intimate and more creative way of staying in touch with people and sharing your work. It's not for everyone. Not everyone who follows you on social media will also want to be on your newsletter. I think people have become more protective of their inboxes, and that's totally okay. But there's definitely people out there who are just excited to see what you're up to, and they know that if they follow you on social media, that's cool, but it doesn't guarantee that they see your posts. And the algorithm is always changing, and so I think newsletters allow us a kind of more expansive and creative way to share what we're doing. You can share long form essays, you can embed audios or videos if you like in there, you can share pictures. So yeah, you can really make it your own, and no one can take that away from you, like no one can take your subscribers away or shut your account down unless you break the rules, but that's extremely unlikely. Whereas the rules on social media can be a little bit more complex and ever changing. So anyway, all this to say, I think this is a great option for you if you don't have a website yet, but you want to start building your newsletter. I'm going to begin by telling you what you will need. So the first thing that I have open here is my very simple style guide that I created in Canva. So this defines my branding in the most kind of stripped down, simplified way. I just have my colors here. If you click on one of them, you can see that I can get my color code and copy it over. And then I have an image of me, and this is the font that I'm using. So again, super simple. You can go into much more depth with your style guide, and I have a whole course called Branding with Canva. If you don't have a visual language for your business yet, that could be a really good thing to look at. The second thing you will need is your copy. So this page that we're creating here is mainly going to be your newsletter opt-in, but you might also want to use it to tell a bit more about your story, say what you're currently offering and how people can work with you. So again, there's lots more to say about copywriting. My friend Sophie Dale is amazing as a resource and inspiration in that field, but I'll just say here that I think the basic building blocks of that one landing page could be about you, and I'm just using lorem ipsum text here, and then how we can work together or what I offer, and then how to get in touch. So those are, I think, really the core pieces of information that you need on that page. And then here I have lorem ipsum open just because that's what I'm using here. And then of course you need your Mailerlite account, which, like I said, is free. So when you're in your dashboard, you want to navigate to the Sites tab here, and then you want to say Create New Landing Page, and I'm going to call this one Test. And then you can choose from a wide range of different templates. I will show you which one I like best, but take your time, have a look, and see which one might work best for you. You'll also need to select one of your groups. Like I said, Mailerlite offers segmentation, so you can set up all kinds of different groups. I have a bunch of different ones because I kind of, assign people to different groups depending on what programs or courses they've been in. But you might, as you're starting out, just have one newsletter list that everyone receives, and that's probably all you need. So as you can see here, these are the different templates. There's lots of really cool options that you can customize, and they really don't have to look the way that they do now here. So what you're looking for is not necessarily colors or images that you want to use. You're looking for a layout that suits you and that you think will work really well for what you want to say. And here at the bottom, there's tons more options. I'm going to go with this one for now. I think this is a great option. because it centers the opt-in at the top. So that's something that I was looking for just now in the template that I wanted to use. It's going to take a moment to load because I'm sharing my screen, but usually this is much faster. And I'll show you how you can customize this. So as you can see here, I have this little picture of me ready, and I'm just gonna take a screenshot here so I can upload just this image. And the first thing I'll do is I'll replace this image here with this image that we just took. So let me upload that from my desktop like this. And then here in the back end, you can also see all kinds of other images that I've been using for my newsletter. So I'll say, yes, this is what I want. And then here I'll go in and take this bit out. And I'll just say here, sign up for my newsletter. And then here in this little bit of text, I will probably give more information about what people can expect. So I always like to say something along the lines of, I'm emailing monthly, I'm not spamming people, you can unsubscribe anytime, just to be really transparent about what people are signing up for. And then here you can customize the actual opt-in field. And what I would recommend you do here is, hang on, let me make sure I am in the right thing here. So here you can then customize the form. I would add a field here, and that would be the name field. So by default, it only has a field that connects email addresses, but I actually also like to have people's first names so that I can address them. And then here in the settings, you can change the color. So this is probably the first branding customization that you're gonna do. So I want this to be my purple. I'm gonna copy my code over, and then I'm gonna click here and change the background color. So that was simple, right? And I can do that pretty much for any element here. I'll probably also wanna change this background image. Maybe I'll also change the color of this text. I can go into the settings here and do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I'll leave this for now because I think you get the idea. And then here you have another section which currently has these like bigger buttons, and they might not be so relevant for you. So you can just delete this whole section here and that one as well. And then you could go ahead and change the background for this particular field. So let's make sure we're in the right settings. We want to change the background maybe like to my light green, like this. Ta-da! And then this one as well, it's way too pink. There's always a bit of like clicking around going on before you actually are in the setting, which is strange, but anyway, that's fine. You could leave this button or you can take it out, but I would probably use this section here to add in this about me copy. So let's copy that over just to kind of give you an idea. You'll say who you are and what you do here. And then here you could have another picture of yourself on the site. And then this could be the section that's like how we can work together or what you're currently offering. And even if you don't have any kind of offerings that people can buy right now, you could say something like, this is what I currently am working on, or this is what I'm excited about, and this is my practice. I sell on this and this market, and this is how you can reach out to me. I'm planning to launch this or that program at the end of the year, and so sign up for my newsletter if you want to hear about that. So this is a testimonial section. Again, you might not need that, in which case you can just take it out. And then you can have another opt-in here at the bottom if you wish. I'll also show you how you can add other stuff. So if you don't want to just take stuff out, you can also go on this little plus sign here and you can add a text block like this, or you could add a video or an image gallery, testimonials, different kinds of columns, dividers, spacing buttons, social icons. So that might actually make sense if you are in social media. You could add social icons here, and then if you click on those, you can select which ones you want to show here, and then here you can paste your link to that particular channel, and then in the settings here, you can make them bigger or smaller, and you can change the color if you like. And then you click save here. So I think you got the idea. You can customize this page in all kinds of different ways. You can play with different templates. You can add different background elements here. So something I think would work here, for example, is to maybe have like a really simple background with like some leaves or like a woodland. That's something I really enjoy. And then I would flesh this section out by maybe bolding some text and giving it some headline. So here you can see this works like a Word document. You can add a bullet point list, you can add links, you can change the alignments, all kinds of stuff. And so you might end up with something that looks like the beginning of a website, I would say. I think there's real value in having a full website with different pages, such as home, about, your services offerings, a contact page, program pages, and so forth. But this is a fantastic start if you're not ready to create that kind of page yet. So your final step then is to say save and publish, and then you will get a URL from Mailerlite that you can add to social media. You can add it to your emails. You can change it here as well. So you could call this subscribepage.com/new offering, and or your business name, whatever. You can even change the favicon. This is the little icon that you can see in the top here. So if you want, you can create an image in Canva. In this case, for example, I could use a Y and an M as like a square graphic, and then that would kind of add a little bit of a special touch. You can change your SEO settings here. You can give it a page title, page keywords, and so forth. And then here you can also define, if someone shares that page on social media, what they see in the preview. So that's super handy. And then you say save and continue. And then you get your preview here. So this is the page that's actually just launched. You can open it like this. You'll see everything that we worked on just now. And that's your one-page website for free, basically. So yeah, you can always see it here. So you can unpublish here. You can change your page settings or the groups that people subscribe to here when they use it. And once you have traffic on this site, it will also give you the stats. So you'll be able to see how many people have opened it and how many of those have actually signed up for your thing. So yeah, I hope this has been useful. If you have more questions, or if you want to learn more about branding or WordPress web design, please come over to yareddigital.com.